Here we are with a new episode of Pints and Pages. I'm Nick.
I'm Brad.
I'm Levi.
And just to start off, everybody like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff on our YouTube, on our Facebook, on Savini Comics, Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and Conchu's Fist on Twitch and TikTok. So watch everything that's going on with your friendly neighborhood con and all the fun stuff we got going on. So, I suppose this week we should probably discuss the end of Fallout.
We're going to Colorado!
Fucking Colorado. Are there any games that take place in Colorado?
One non-canon game.
What's
Really?
that, like the first one?
No. It is Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel. The whole game takes place in Colorado. And that is where we got some of the most information about Vault-Tec and the Enclave and all of that shit. But it was made by Black Isle Studios. And when Bethesda bought them, they specifically made sure that game was not a part of the canon. But they technically, by going to Colorado, could canonize some of the events in that game.
Right.
But I can also tell they're going to change shit.
Well,
Do you think that'll be where the new Fallout takes place?
That's what a lot of people are thinking.
That
Fallout
would be
5.
that would be interesting. Yeah. So, do you think? Okay, so talking to Brett last night.
Yeah.
He has not watched it. So hopefully he doesn't listen to this. If you do,
spoilers,
shut it off now. Talking to him last night, he didn't know where the season was going. He was 4 episodes in. He stopped because he got tired of watching them one at a time. He wanted to binge watch them, so he stopped and just waited. And now that it's over, he'll binge watch because he prefers to binge and not go from week to week.
Yeah, he's wrong.
Yeah.
You had said that you guys had more discussions about that than anything.
Yeah.
But he had said that he was hoping by the end of the season that they would go to Utah and see Joshua Graham.
No.
So
I get that he loves that fucking character. That character's so fucking useless to the overall fucking story of Vault-Tec in the Enclave.
Do you think that they are, do you think they're going to mesh Colorado and the Utah storyline?
No.
Do you think we'll get a Codsworth-style robot that functions? Like, not him specifically, but one of his kind of...
we got one last season.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Never mind. Forgot about him. He was the one with all the ghouls.
He's the one that repaired Lucy's finger.
Yeah.
Never mind. Forgot.
And we also saw the guy.
Do you think we'll get one set up for combat?
I would love to see one. We need to see one set up for combat.
Okay. There we go.
I definitely think we will or should.
I asked because I'm waiting for, of course, they announced the Fallout 4 port to Switch 2. Which I am on a mad fucking scramble to finish my Harry Potter before that releases.
I'm excited that people get to play it, but oh my god, we could have done with anything else.
Oh, absolutely.
It's also like Skyrim. They're bringing Skyrim to Switch 2, and I'm like, why? That game is literally like 18 years old. Like, that game can vote.
Yeah. I will not be buying Skyrim. I played enough of the Bolivian remaster, which was needed anyway. Yeah, I don't need Skyrim again.
Part of me now, after this is ended, and I said this at the end of the first season.
I over-exaggerated. It's 15 years old.
After the end of the first season, and now the second season's over, and I've watched it, and I'm thinking the same thing in my head, is that I kind of want to go back because I haven't played them and play, like, the Fallouts that are on the newer, not 1 and 2. What is it? 3, 4 in Vegas.
You'll only be able to play 4.
4 in Vegas.
You'll only be able to play 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All the other ones, Vegas old consoles
on the PS5.
No.
Okay.
No, or 3. 3 came out in 2008. New Vegas came out in 2010. New Vegas isn't their game. They are the studio that released it, but Obsidian is the one that created it. So Bethesda, basically, that's their redheaded stepchild. Everyone loves it. They don't want it. Let me rephrase that. That's a more rumor online that Todd Howard despises that Obsidian did so well with that game that he does everything in his power to ruin it.
Literally, the only reason I'm picking 4 is because it's the only one on Switch.
Yeah.
I've asked opinions of everybody where to start so many fucking times, and I'm like, I'm just starting with 4. Like, that's the one most people are like, either start there or don't at all. Like,
My opinion, as much as 4, it's a good game. It's just compared to other Fallout games, it's not my favorite. But it is definitely, especially for modern controls and just getting into the universe, the best place to start.
Well, and see, that's what most people have told me. It's not the one that's going to hook you on the story as much as the others, but it's going to be the one that fucking plays easiest that you'll venture into the other ones. But or I just wait for the new one, which I hope is good.
Yeah.
That we still won't see for another 4 or 5 years.
I'm curious if it'll have a Switch 2 version on launch.
I'm curious what consoles will be out when it comes out, because the way they're speaking, it won't release until after the TV show is done, which we still have another 4 seasons.
Which means it's got to be like very centered around TV characters.
Todd Howard specifically said that characters from the TV show will show up in the game, and it'll be the first time that they fully cross them, because they threw the ghoul in 76. He's just an NPC that hands you out bounties. I've bitched about that enough.
Yeah.
But my big thing with them going to Colorado is, even though it is a not canon game, if they take any of the events from Fallout Tactics, in Colorado, I don't know if you guys know this, there's a military base in Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fucking put in there. That was Vault Zero in the games. The Vault Tech and
nobody, okay, right there from the get-go, Vault Zero is there, and nobody could be like, yeah, it's the Enclave doing all this. Like, nobody is like, it's the government, it's not Vault Tech. Like, that would be my first thought. You put a fucking vault and put it 0, and it's near bases in the mountains of fucking Colorado. Like,
it held.
Surely the government's involved.
Oh yeah,
like,
it is specifically the whole thing with that mountain complex and it being Vault Zero is it was called the calculator, and they took all of the mines that created the vaults and the everything that led up to the Great War and froze them, and then put some of them basically in Bud's little contraptions. They saved their brains.
Yeah.
And they basically ran all of the computer systems and all of the other stuff for the other vaults. That was the center nucleus for the vaults.
So that thing that they showed when Stephanie called in Initiative
Phase
2 was that was the Enclave, right?
Yes, that was at the Enclave base that we saw from Season 1.
Okay, all the way on the East Coast.
We don't know where that is.
Okay, so it could be in Colorado.
It could be anywhere.
Okay.
Do you think she's going to flip on Hank? Because she's Canadian? Shout out to the Canadians.
Shout out Terrence and Phillip.
I'm very fucking curious about how Steph plays into this. And Hank. Because Hank...
her mother or her sister that she was in her flashback?
That was her mother.
That was her mother.
And she said, get to the fucking top any way you can, basically. And so she's going to want to be higher than Hank.
Well, and also the thing is Hank may be Enclave, but he is doing things that Enclave does not give a fuck about. The whole technology, the experiments, turning people into little fucking mind control robots. The Enclave doesn't give a fuck about that. They don't run experiments like that.
So who's the one behind that?
It's Hank.
Oh, it's just Hank. Hank's all on his own.
He's Enclave, but he's doing his own shit.
But he's calling. But he called somebody.
Like, yes, that's the part we still don't know. Everyone assumed House until we got to the end where the Enclave is. But the Enclave doesn't...
Yeah.
They do experiments, but mainly on, like, super mutants and FEV. The Enclave's whole goal was to, after the war, after the bombs dropped, take FEV and manipulate it into an airborne virus that would kill anybody that had any lick of radiation on them.
So, okay. All right.
That's the only kind of experiments they do, is trying to mass kill anyone that's been mutated or had their DNA fucked with.
I do love the fact that Thaddeus can shoot a rifle through his toe.
You ain't never done that?
No, never done that. That was a sport shot. We're still trying to figure out how he got up there. But
have you never climbed a ladder one-handed?
I've carried shit up and down ladders all day at work every day. It's like, that's an everyday occurrence, man. No. I don't shoot guns from up there.
So, yeah.
No, that was probably my personal conundrum right there, is being upset that he didn't turn into anything worth fucking while, or the fact that he was still goated and like very much necessary to that whole thing. Like without him, it wouldn't have worked. Even betting the money that went nowhere was still like
technically he won the bet.
Move. Yeah,
technically he won the bet, right?
I mean, yeah.
So
I saw a post online that was basically the summary was everyone needs a Thaddeus.
Yeah.
This man has his back no matter what.
He does. It'll be interesting if whatever he finally turns into, if Maximus still has his back when he turns into whatever he's.
I hope it doesn't change his natural voice at all.
He's shady. You know? He's from Shady Sands, and he grew up in the NCR. The NCR's whole thing is acceptance of abominations and freedom for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Like that's in the end credit scene where they show you like the scenery, like you see the take your families to the Rockies and stuff like that. That different stuff in the credit scene. One of the first little things they show you is Freeside in an NCR poster that says, "Hey, come join the NCR."
Yeah.
Underneath it, free vials for ghouls. That was one of their big things, is they wanted all the ghouls, all the abominations to be able to live together and also get whatever they need to keep them from going feral.
Yeah, the only thing that I had...
Hank Cooper's going to get there and be like, "Oh, fuck, sweet Christ."
I watched that whole entire thing, and I kept up with it all. And then at the very end, he's walking, and I was like, how'd he get his dog?
Oh, dog. That's dog meat follows.
Yeah, that's like...
I know, but dog meat was in the... I guess it would have been nice to have seen him, walk through the town and get his dog back. It was just he was just out in the middle, and then there was his dog. And I was like, he was with a whole other group of people. How did he the ghoul's back up on the surface, I'm going to go find him.
The dog is just a mystical thing.
The dog just shows up.
Just there.
I was just say, it's also one of those things in the game, dog meat's like that. You'll see him just run off to go find an item or go fight something, and you'll walk for a fucking mile and be like, where the fuck is this dog at? And all of a sudden you look down and he just comes right up next to you, and he's like, oh, okay, there he is.
Yeah, I was just like, where'd he get his dog back? When did he get his dog back? So, yeah.
I'm definitely curious to see if Barb's actually going to be in Colorado. I have a feeling that this whole show, and this will be the only thing that irritates me, but also knowing how Fallout does their storylines, this is just going to be a wild goose chase the entire fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
Every Fallout game is, hey, go, in Fallout 3, go find your dad. Hey, we know he's in this town. You get to that town. He just left 2 days ago. He went that way. Run to the fucking next town. Hey, is my dad here? Nope, he went to that town over there.
Nope, we seen him in that cave over yonder.
And I guess I was confused also on, I guess there was one part that confused me, and that was she killed Diane.
Yeah.
But the people with the chips in their heads were still controlled.
Yes.
But I thought
all Diane did was add personality. They are supposed to be mindless robots. That is exactly what Hank says.
Gotcha.
Mr. House wanted to create robots. I gave them a little personality.
Kind of fucked me up the way she was so interruptingly saying, "Kill me." She wasn't even letting her finish a sentence. Kill me! And I was like, holy shit, bitch, calm the fuck down, let her work through it. She's got to come to her own terms here. Like,
I thought
shit.
after the second kill me, I thought, motherfucker, she's going to walk out of this fucking vault and not kill that bitch. Like, that was my thought. Like, she's not going to kill this
I kind of hope she would have.
I'm glad she did.
Because it would have left things a little more powered up. You know what I mean? It would have left.
Yeah.
It have left Hank in a more powerful spot with a bit more impending doom. Because right now we're like, is he faking it? Or is he just stuck on the stairs?
Yeah, that
like
was my
dumbass?
other part, was like when he hit the button and he fucking acted like he rebooted himself. I was like, is he acting like he just fucking went through something? Like, I couldn't figure out whether or not that was real or not. And it probably was. It's probably overthinking. But yeah, that was my first thought was, can we believe that happened?
I definitely think it's real for two reasons. One, Lucy implanted the chip in his neck.
Yeah.
Which means no matter what, one press of any button and something's going to fuck him up. But then he makes the comment, I already sent my R&D out there, and there's hundreds of people with these chips, and their code was wrote for them 2 centuries ago.
Right.
Which means before the war ever fucking happened, Hank was fucking writing code for whatever the fuck his plan was.
Which means there's enough of them out there that they're just mass manufacturing chips and getting people. And
which means that, him and Stephanie had already put this, whatever they were doing, in motion 200 years ago before any of it ever happened.
And it's probably to go in line with Bud's shit. Because he would have had ultimate control over newborn motherfuckers.
Yeah, it could have been.
I definitely think Bud's plays more into this with the mind control, because there's no way...
Well, they're all dead now, right?
No, but I mean like the original idea of Bud's Bud.
Yeah, nobody liked Bud.
No.
But someone was like, how can I get this motherfucker to shut up, think he's got a vault, but really he's just farming shit for me? How do we make him think he's getting what he wants, but really he's still just doing my fucking dirty work?
Yeah.
So, it's got to be. Because nobody liked that guy. He was a push-off.
And that would be the whole point in connecting the vault, right, with Bud's would be making Bud think he was in control of something he really wasn't in control
Here's another thing. Why do you think he had so many new employees and young people?
Right.
It's because nobody of higher up either A, needed to be in a vault, or B, wanted anything to fucking do with him.
Yeah.
Well, and also the kind of weird part, thinking about it, because you had mentioned they were already either going to have a vault or didn't need one.
Yeah.
I'm curious how they're going to play with Colorado if we actually get to see Vault Zero. Because they made a big ordeal that a lot of investors and other Vault Tech people were frozen in New Vegas.
Do you think that's where we'll find the body double for House?
That would be interesting.
If he's in the room, it's basically all the people that were at the fucking table are froze in that fucking vault as well.
That would make a lot of sense.
Because she was at the table.
Yeah.
So maybe it was that she just had multiple spots because she was who she was.
And that would also make sense. I was going to say,
she just goes wherever the fuck she wants, man.
Also, like, I don't know if she knew 100% or not. At one point in the season, she goes, I don't know who really runs Vault Tech. Because Cooper was like, who is Vault Tech? Who is running this? And she's like, I don't know. And that's when she was helping Cooper out. I'm curious to see how they play with all of that, because obviously if Enclave was their secret investor, like you're saying, she'd have multiple spots because Vault Tech would have to think she's here. The Enclave knows that they want her here, and then wherever she actually fucking ended up.
And all those chambers are reusable, so if they need to take a quick long nap, they can. Like, so having multiple fucking opportunities to hop in a fucking spot.
Yeah.
In case the emergence is too early.
Yeah. And so do you think does House have the ability to open the other chambers in that.
Yeah.
Will he open those, do you think?
I doubt it.
No.
I don't right
think
now,
yeah.
what House, in my opinion, is going to do is try to, like, I think season 3 is going to pick up with House trying to convince Lucy and Maximus to help save the Strip from both the NCR and the Legion.
Well, and I think it's gonna be like we're gonna be watching this, and his appearances are gonna be like we're playing a video game.
Yeah.
Where you walk into a room and a TV turns on, and he's like, "Hey, you need to go do this," and he's gonna direct people on what they need to do with his cryptic bullshit. But he's literally just gonna be the quest giver for the fucking show. In some capacity, like you're gonna walk in a room. Here's a big TV, or here's an old beat up Securitron that flickers and turns on for a second, or some shit like that. But I bet you he's just gonna be like the fucking wizard, the Jedi ghost,
Yeah, I was disappointed that we didn't get to see Kaisar like more than what we did. I
Hey,
guess.
how about our early predictions long ago and thinking that Macaulay Culkin was in fact going to be the fucking Kaisar?
Yeah.
It took a while, but here we are.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing.
And didn't get
Yeah.
it like because he was actually named the
That
Kaisar.
motherfucker
That was my
got
favorite.
pissed. He got pissed.
Yeah, fucking stole it.
It ends with me. The fucking
anyone
desk.
would have had to steal it because, as Caesar said, he is Caesar,
Yeah.
he is Legion. It ended with him.
Yeah.
Do you think that note had dressing on it?
My two favorite.
Had Kaiser
Yeah.
dressing. I'll tell him to order it at every restaurant.
Yeah.
I love Macaulay Culkin's speech where he's like, "We're going to reclaim Vegas and build Caesar's Palace." And I was like,
Yeah.
awesome.
Kaisar's Palace.
Yeah, Kaisar's
Yeah,
Palace.
you mean repair it. Yeah.
There was no Kaisar's Palace in
That's horseshit.
Fallout.
Oh.
Well, that's okay. That's one thing that's like I haven't experienced in Fallout games that's been throwing me off, and like how different landmarks are in cities that are supposed to essentially be the same fucking city.
It's weird
Oh,
because
It's
like
it
New
could be
Vegas,
a little closer.
Yeah.
or just Vegas. All those casinos you saw in the background, like Gamora, Tops. I don't think we really saw the White Glove Society one. Those were already there before the bombs ever dropped. Like those weren't
Right.
people rebuilding casinos.
That's what's left, and it's standing because they didn't hit them.
Yeah.
Like, those weren't hit.
And then, but in DC, we have all of the fucking monuments. The fucking Jefferson monument, the George Washington big fucking limestone fucking pillar.
So they did the real American history in Washington, D.C., but they did a fake history in Vegas?
Yes, they mix and match where they want.
Probably because Mr. House needed his own lineage and they didn't want it tied to a specific casino.
Also, it's really hard to get all of those casinos to have the rights for all of them when you only have 18 months from start to
And you
finish
can
with this
reference a
game.
monument for free.
Right, right.
No, so I get why they do it, but it wouldn't be hard to name them different funky names.
I don't disagree.
Like, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, instead of the flamingos, it's the dolphins. And,
The Pelicans.
Pelicans, yeah.
Yeah.
You could definitely have done that, yeah.
We also found out, because people have now been going through like all the terminals in the video games, trying to find all the different Easter eggs and things tying into the show, or the show is tying into the games. We know so many different factions have now almost had cold fusion because we found out House almost got it before the bombs dropped. Vault Tech had it. The Enclave got it with the president, Cooper giving it to him. The Institute, which when you play Fallout 4 and you wouldn't know. They're another faction in that they almost had it, but the big doctor, Dr. Mel Lee, which is from the pre-con, if you remembered that.
Yeah.
She thought it wasn't real. So they refused to take it because she was like, "Oh, that's not real. They're just giving us something fake." And then there was another faction, I can't remember that, I'd have to look up, that someone found on Reddit. But we found a couple different other factions that have history of like, oh, hey, they had grabs on it before the war and just let it go.
Well, okay. Speaking of that precon, how about getting to see Liberty Prime a little bit? Like, that was cool.
Liberty Prime Alpha.
Yeah.
That's the other... I was telling Dad about this. It was the only little bit I talked. Everyone was like, hold on, but Liberty Prime was destroyed in Fallout 4 and blah, 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 this, and that. That's Alpha. That's the original blueprint of it. We know from 4 because you have to build it in 4. You're not recreating Alpha, you're recreating what they actually produced as a blueprint, not the first edition of it.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see where Quintus goes with having an Alpha Liberty Prime.
So
it's like a Ford Model T Liberty Prime.
So so in the game, is he Quintus the Destroyer?
Quintus isn't in there.
Oh, he's not in the game. Okay.
In the other show, he's gonna get stepped on almost immediately, and nobody will ever hear about him again. No.
Get them Liberty Prime Alpha. The other cool thing, and I think I mentioned it before. I know I mentioned it to you, but you know the size of the bomb that blew up Shady Sands that we saw? Mm-hmm. That is the same bomb that Liberty Prime just chucks his football as his main attack. Like he'll just reach in his back and fucking start hurling that same fucking nuke. That cratered all of fucking Shady Sands. So this
is going to be like a massive fucking...
Everyone is... The exact words online are they are hoping for a Gundam mech fight between East Coast Liberty Prime and West Coast Liberty Prime Alpha.
It's going to look like a Warhammer table.
Yeah.
It's good.
Like, it's going to be one big-ass motherfucker in the middle, and then you'll have all the green fucking... Space Marines, and then you'll have all the chrome silver fucking Space Marines.
It'll look like Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
So, speaking of giant things fighting, the new season of Monarch Industries is coming out, which is Godzilla and King Kong. The second season of that's getting ready to come out. So,
that is one I told myself I was going to watch and never did.
Monarch, the first season was like, it wasn't anything I thought I wanted to watch, and I went ahead and sat down and watched like the first 2 episodes, and it hooked me. It was very good. It was a very good.
If someone told me that Matthew Broderick was going to be in that, I'd be like, yes. Let's go back.
Kurt Russell's
let's go back to the days when I was a kid and Godzilla was cool. When you didn't give a fuck what Godzilla looked like at all. Nobody gave a shit. This guy's out here collecting worms, finding footprints.
Yeah, it was a very good show. So I enjoyed it.
I'm looking at the Fallout TV Reddit, and I'm realizing a lot of people don't watch the credits.
Oh, because they didn't see the after credits?
Well, no.
I don't sometimes.
Oh, they don't watch the... I very rarely pay attention.
Nobody will ever see... our name in the credits for Fallout and how we helped produce part of it. Because they won't sit there and watch.
Bastards.
Yeah. Well, everyone's theorizing if House is still cryogenically frozen in Vegas. Because that's part of the whole game story. We see his dead fucking body in one of the credit scenes, like the scenery credits. You can see that there's a bullet hole through his cryo chamber and his arm's hanging out of it.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
So House is like only a computer now, unlike in the games where he was a shriveled body that was still cryogenically frozen. And in case anyone thinks I was being offensive, that's literally how he is frozen.
We just assume you're being offensive.
Yeah,
I know you assume, but I'll never change that. But I can at least hope they don't think I am.
Yeah.
Say I will always just
have an awful lot of orange hair in his beard.
He did.
The other thing is, a lot of people are theorizing, which in Fallout 3, when you're doing the whole storyline of that, I won't go into all of it. You meet the last president of the United States, President John Eden. He is a computer program that they took the last physical president A lot of people think that the president we saw is going to become John Eden.
Oh.
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I was going to say it was Clancy.
Yeah.
Clancy something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He's the voice of Mr.
Yeah.
Krabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. There's also that one guy.
Clancy
Amanda.
Brown.
Clancy Brown, yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a famous boxer.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah. It sounds like somebody beat your ass real hard.
I
Like,
thought it sounded more like a backup singer for Bootsy Collins. Bootsy Collins and Clancy Brown.
I mean, yeah. He can see around corners, man.
So, does he have any ties to the Fallout game, Clancy Brown? I was just curious. Kind of like, what's
Tom
his name?
Clancy Brown?
Hellboy?
Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman.
I'm also very curious. Will look that up, but I'm very curious because we got Ron Perlman for 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And his whole time, he is. If you looked in the background of that room, there's all sorts of fucking crosses and shit. Like, it was almost like a religious fucking. Whether it was actually a church or just a worship room. But he kept saying, there's a war coming. They are going to want to take us out. Which obviously, for people that have played Fallout, a lot of factions want to take out all of the abominations.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was just going on about Caesar's Legion going to come kill him, or if he actually meant the Enclave in that big war.
Yeah, I think he's going to play a bigger part in 3.
I hope so.
I would think.
What if he's just like, I'm here so you guys will shut the fuck up about me not being in the show yet.
It could be that they just put him in the show.
Yeah, there's a war coming. There's always a war coming. There's some mutant. There's some super mutant in the game that every time you approach him, he's like, there's a war coming. And we just haven't figured it out yet. It's like the one mutant nobody talks to in the middle of nowhere with no quest items.
Right.
Who the fuck is this guy? You gotta get lost to find him.
He also played in the character in the first. Sorry.
Yeah.
In the first game, he played a Brotherhood of Steel character named Rhombus.
Yeah, they're giving
Clancy Brown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
shit.
Yeah, so they're giving fan service.
Yeah. It's the Star Killer treatment.
Yeah.
When you can't make them return as their original voice, you just give them every fucking role possible and piss off all the fans while they just kill it. Like, oh, Sam Whitmer, we're finally getting him. And then it's like stupid alien number 2. It's like, what?
It just popped up a picture of Benny. I think the Fallout fans are also fucking retarded because I've seen nothing but complaints that we didn't see Benny from New Vegas, which is the main guy that started the whole story. He shoots you in the face in the intro cutscene, which starts the story in New Vegas. He was played by Matthew Perry.
Oh.
Like, voiced by Matthew Perry. It's very iconic that Matthew Perry loved being Benny. He loved the Fallout games. Did you really think they were going to fucking put someone else in that role?
If they were going to do it, it'd have to be Matt LeBlanc. Joey.
A lot of people made jokes that they wanted all of the cast of Friends to come out in checkered suits like Benny was wearing.
Yeah. Just give us Jennifer Aniston voicing Benny.
You're definitely not getting the women, but you might be able to talk Matt LeBlanc or Dave Schwimmer into it. But yeah.
Dave Schwimmer's been doing a bunch of shit lately.
He just was on the new season of Goosebumps, which was, I thought, kind of odd.
There's Benny.
Oh, nice.
Benny the magic card.
Oh, Benny.
Oh, I forgot Benny was a magic card.
He's Tiny Bones.
Oh, yeah, that's in the new drop. That's why I forgot. I mean, to me, that's a pretty boy. Like, Benny is a pretty boy, but the fucking, the horrible, not horrible, but the bad graphics makes him look better, and the... He's not as well defined, not as sharp of a chin.
Yeah.
But granted, it's also how bad the graphics were back then.
Yeah, he's got that Bethesda face.
Everyone still has that Bethesda face, and we're fucking how many years after?
I'm wondering, like, there's one guy that's just fucking cackling where he's importing Morrowind faces from long ago. He's like, reuse this model, polish it up, add some more polygons.
They've used the same fucking engine from, like, it's either Morrowind or Oblivion all the way through till now.
Yeah.
They have never changed engines, and I'm like, you wonder why your games are all fucking broken. And, like, I love them. I love Bethesda games, but they're so buggy and bullshit broken.
Well, the only thing, though, is it makes porting easy because they already know that everything can run it in its current state. And if they just sit there and polish it up and let the fucking systems get better, they may have a day where it's like, all right, I guess we can tune some things now, but it's running better than ever. It's like you got to break that engine in, but it takes a million miles like a semi.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm trying to think, is there any other big things we got from the ending of this season? The NCR's back. Also, I'm saying it now because I've had Seth and a couple other people ask me. The fucking ranger that shot the Deathclaw that saved Maximus isn't the goddamn courier from New Vegas. Everyone on in line is convinced that is the main character from New Vegas.
Nah.
It's the same fucking ranger outfit that we got from the... They recreated the intro of the game. So I don't know if you remember that shot I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
This is great.
Yeah.
I know, it's wonderful.
Dead air.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Dead air.
Well, it didn't pop up as fast as I wanted it to.
He's typing. Let me describe it for the people that don't have video. He's over there
It's
intently
literally
looking.
the same fucking thing that we saw in the TV show, except instead of being on the fucking, just on a roof, he's behind the New Vegas sign.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they were doing. They were recreating the fucking intro scene.
Right.
Like I said, I just felt the need to say it, because a million people watch our podcast, so I figured they should know.
Oh, okay.
Because I've heard so many people go, oh my god, they gave us the courier from the fucking game. And I'm like, no, they didn't.
They just recreated the beginning scene.
It is the same NCR Ranger outfit that, like, fucking 3 dozens of NCR Rangers have. Because they're, like, the elite fucking sniper group.
Ah, okay. So, yeah. What about the fact that all of the buds got killed by those fucking roaches?
That shows how weak, pathetic, and pussy they are. That is the intro creature to every fucking game.
Who is the girl that you saved gonna end up being? Because she is gonna end up being somebody.
She is going to end up being Homeboy's wife.
She is going to end up being somebody that we didn't see coming. Because
she's like, I just started. She's like, okay, actually, I'm Canadian, and I was here to...
They're making way too big of a point of the fact that she just started. Every sentence
She just got here a week ago.
Yeah. I've only been here a week. She just got here a week ago. I'm just a new girl. Oh my God, that's the bridge that I started. I just walked across that 3 days ago. I think they're hammering that home too much that at some point it's going to be, oh, she's that girl.
Yeah.
I have this feeling that it's just one of those things.
Personally,
what if it's Hank's daughter that was frozen from initially, because let's say he's got 2 kids from inside the vaults, but this is the daughter who was frozen before the bombs dropped, thrown in the vault before the bombs dropped. It's like, I got her a job, and then he forgot about her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had a whole ass life.
I had a whole ass life. I had a whole ass life. I had a whole ass life. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had a whole ass life. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had a whole ass life. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had a whole ass life. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had a whole ass life. Yeah. Like, Like, and when do they actually drop the bombs? So now they've taken Cooper into custody in that timeline. When do the bombs actually drop? Or, like, is that, in that timeline, is that going to happen soon?
It is roughly soon. It is 2077 when the bombs drop. I just have to remember which month.
What year is it that Cooper gets arrested?
I don't fucking know. Did they tell you?
I don't know, because my
He gets
first
arrested,
thought was...
but he's also seen out. Like, he gets arrested, and that's probably why all the people look at him weird in those previous
This is what
flashbacks.
started him being a pinko from the first season. If you remember the intro scene, hey, man, I can't believe Cooper Howard's doing birthday parties for, being a pinko. It took my money. That's what started this. Him giving the cold fusion out to the president. They spun it that he was basically doing it.
Is his daughter in that first scene?
Yes.
She's still little.
Yes. She's 6 years old specifically. Here's the question. There are two different theories going on in the internet. I'm just moving. Okay, that fucked up. There's two different theories going on. One is, in my opinion, the more likelihood one, which is for some reason, because obviously we saw when he was getting arrested, we saw two different parts of that scene where Barb is kind of just crying and they take him away. And then later in the same episode, it cuts and you see before he gets grabbed, he leans in, do whatever it takes. You're innocent. You didn't know about any of this for our daughter, for Janie, which tells me they stayed in contact. They probably had a meeting spot. And she did nothing but dive farther into the Enclave and Vault Tech, which means she knew she could save her.
She took the fucking Canadian bitch direction, where somebody told her, do whatever you can, and she took it too fucking literally.
Yeah.
And dug her haunches in and got straight to the fucking... down to business to drop the fucking bomb. She's like, well, he got arrested and he told me to do whatever I gotta do. Boop.
But the theory is that they were kept in contact and that they had some kind of meet spot. Like, hey, come drop Janie off.
Right.
Hey, fast travel to the prison when you have time.
There you go. Another theory a lot of people are thinking is that because Robert House made mention, when you came to Vegas, it pushed the timeline a month. The bombs dropping came a month closer.
Closer.
So a lot of people are wondering if that intro sequence was just one of the many different timelines where the bombs dropped. Like, this was just this wasn't actually what happened when the bombs dropped. This is just one of those scenarios if all of this didn't play out the way it did.
Right.
I don't know. That's not the one I'm
basically
leaning towards.
Like if Cooper would not have stolen the thing, it would have been like the bombs potentially might not have ever dropped if the cold fusion would have ended up in the right hands under the right circumstances. The bombs would have never dropped.
I believe so.
Just as a weird theory, nothing like
my personal running theory that I've seen a couple people bring up on Reddit also. So Cooper has made repeated comment of going to Bakersfield. We know from the games Bakersfield became Necropolis because it is where Vault 12 was, which is the vault that did not close its door, it did not seal all the way, and turned the whole vault to ghouls. I think, whether on purpose or not on purpose, he was in Bakersfield when the bombs dropped, which is what ghoulified him. And some people on Reddit think he did it on purpose, becoming a ghoul, like Barb would have told him.
Longer.
So that way he had infinite time to go find his family. I think that's a stretch to go, him and Barb were communicating. Barb told him if he got into this vault, he'd live forever, be immortal, basically. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. I could see it more of like, hey, he happened to be there. He was already wanting to go to Bakersfield. Bombs drop. Now he's ghoulified.
I would definitely like to see the transformation. I'm ready for that shit, but we're going to be waiting a long time.
I'm really hoping we actually get to see it because in the games, like, I'm going to say obviously, we've never actually seen anyone get ghoulified. At least to my knowledge.
I imagine it's a long process, like Thaddeus,
Yeah.
It fucking takes a whole season and a half because he still didn't do anything.
You weren't here, and obviously...
You couldn't even get the fucking arm to reattach. I figured it'd be like a fall apart fucking like lizard tail kind of thing.
So, me and Dad talked about this. Let me pull my mic up. I don't think he's turning into super mutant or ghoul. He's turning into a centaur, which I will show you a picture of in a minute.
Oh my god.
It's a gross monstrosity of a thing. It was created by the Master, who created super mutants, and they were the super mutant guard dogs. They were their guard dogs. Woo.
Well, that sucks. We got one dog. We don't need a Thaddeus dog.
So right
Thaddeus
now,
dog.
The thing would be like JoJo.
That's
Okay, that's fucking awful, man. I don't want him to be like that.
The running theory online, because he lost his arm and they have no arms, but also instead of legs, they have 4 arms for legs. I don't know if you saw that part. Yeah. But the running theory is that he's either going to become a centaur or they're making their own mutant for this.
I'd rather that.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, and I think I don't know if you had mentioned it or somebody else had mentioned it, but what if he just becomes another tree?
So you're going Harold.
But I don't know.
Harold is
I
a
don't know what
weird
happened
one
with that
because he classifies himself as a mutant. He doesn't follow any of the other things that any of the other I'm not saying like he doesn't follow their way of life. He literally doesn't follow the same transformation or have the same effects that any other mutant exposed to the FEV was.
Yeah.
But he supposedly was dipped in the same FEV. It makes no sense. Harold's an anomaly.
Well, and that's I wonder. I don't know. Thaddeus looks like he's growing an extra mouth.
Yeah, he is out of his...
Yeah.
He's going to
Out
be
of
like
his shoulder or
fucking
something. Yeah.
No Face
Well, the other thing is...
from fucking Spirited Away or whatever the fuck it is.
The actor, Johnny Pemberton, at least I think I said that name right, he posted photos on Instagram while they were getting ready for season 2. And that's why I thought he was turning into a super mutant, is because the photos that he showed, it looked like he was getting prosthetics. I got it right here. Which make his hands bigger. So super mutant. He just lost his arm. What is this? What are they doing? What was the point in this?
I bet you anything. It
Also,
is to create his hand. But I bet you he'll lose his second one at some point, and he will have no arms. You might be right that he's becoming a centaur.
That's what I'm hoping for, but I'm still curious of it. Actually, now that you say that, because like you said, casting his hands so they could go on his feet.
To make the prosthetic for the arm, because you don't need to cast this entire arm. You just need the end of the hand to look right, and the rest is going to be bulgy, weird, and...
That's true. I didn't even think of it that way. But yeah, so I'm definitely curious what the fuck's going on with him, because it makes no sense, at least from the little bit that we've been leaked to.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it for Fallout. I don't know what else I would have, or you guys have, if you have questions.
So I bet you when Coop looks at him and he's all like, I bet he's literally looking at him like, the audience wants to know what the fuck I know about this, but I don't know shit. I've never seen one of these.
Well, and that's the weird part is that, like, he even loses his arm, and Cooper just, like...
He looked at him like...
He looked at him like, what the fuck? And then just kept walking.
Oh, that's new. It was like, God, I ain't never seen that.
But he hadn't acted like he had never seen the Super Ghoul either. Or the Super Mutant either, right?
No, I think he was just terrified of how fucking enormous...
Oh, okay.
I was going to say he was close to death, close to going feral. And that dude's huge. But he even says when Ron Perlman's character says we're kin, and he's like, hey man, I'm a ghoul, you're green and big. I can't remember what exactly he says, but he makes a comment, we aren't kin.
No.
And then Ron Perlman says, no, we're both abominations born from, whether it's radiation or mutation, whatever he says.
One's from radiation, the other's from something else, right?
One's radiation, one's FEV.
Yeah.
And this is where you can get into the argument and debate because we've had 3 different people in charge of fucking Fallout. Chris Avellone, which was considered one of the founders of Fallout, he helped with Interplay Studio making the first game and the second game. He eventually left them. But he wrote the Fallout Bible, which was what he considered his canon of everything in Fallout. To which Bethesda has done a lot of work to make sure that shit ain't true.
Ah, okay.
But in the Bible, it says ghouls are born from people that have too much radiation and not enough FEV, because both radiation and FEV are in the air. Super mutants are people that had too much FEV, not enough radiation. Now in in Bethesda's games, it's just FEV and radiation. It's not a mixture. So that's where you get into the debate of people still believe the old stuff. Some people only know the new stuff.
Okay.
It's the one confusing and I will say a little irritating part of this universe that I love so much is it's been in so many people's hands that the canon has changed multiple times.
Yeah, and it will probably continue to do so.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's kind of like Star Wars.
Yep.
They took all of the legacy stuff, all the books, and they were like, Disney's like, none of this is canon. And then every movie or TV show they release, they just take stuff from it and throw it in the movies, and it's like, oh, so it is canon. Well, it is now.
It's very easy to go, hey, all this extra shit is not canon. And then just pick pieces from it. And go, well, we told you it's not canon, but we are taking pieces from it to make it make sections of it canon.
And that's what I'm hoping.
And that's easier to do than go, hey, we're gonna pick and choose what we want. Hey, don't worry about any of this lore. We'll tell you as we continue what's lore and what's not.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
That's why I was at the beginning of this saying I'm hoping that they are taking Fallout Tactics and actually taking Vault Zero. Yeah. I would love to see Vault Zero because technically, like, if you go through the Fallout Wiki or any of the official stuff, it's not there. So, I mean, technically, it's not a part of the lore anymore. But also, I don't know if you remember the card Behemoth from Vault Zero.
Yeah.
Those are the fucking guard dogs, essentially. They're big, giant robots that look like AT-ATs almost. That guard the Vault Zero. They are massive, giant walking mechs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Which, in my opinion, I'm on the wrong screen. That's the Fallout card, and I couldn't tell what the fuck it was, because I've never played Tactics. I wish they would have actually used more art like this.
Right. Yeah, I can...
Yeah, that's the card, and it's like, that's...
I don't even see those two things as being the same thing. But it's definitely the guns are pointed down,
Yeah.
I think, in the Magic picture.
I think in the Magic picture, they went with destroyed Behemoth, or one that had been deactivated. I won't say destroyed specifically, because it looks a lot more powered down. It's more downwards and limp.
Yeah.
Which to me is also dumb, because the Behemoth of Vault Zero is a fucking... It is considered... one of the end bosses. It's not an actual boss, but it's the equivalent health-wise and damage-wise of a boss.
Of a boss.
You have to... I mean, you can fight them, but when you're getting into Vault Zero, it's easier to just try to sneak past them, because if they see you, they will chase you until you die or they die. Unlike almost every other enemy in games where they're like, oh yeah, they have a proximity range, where it's after you get out of once you get so far, it'll just quit chasing. These things will chase you to the end of the fucking earth and back.
Right.
They are horrid.
So you gotta terrain trap them somehow.
Yeah.
Except also take them off into a valley and dump them into a hole they can't get out of.
Yeah.
It'd have to be a very smooth hole because, I mean, Vault Zero's in the middle of a mountain and they just scale that bitch like it's nothing.
Oh, fuck.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is. My whole point being, I'm really hoping we see shit like this and they don't just go, oh yeah, we went to Colorado because that's where Caesar's Legion, because the whole story of Caesar's Legion, they started in Arizona, pushed all the way out to Denver. They're a big faction and basically run all of Colorado. And then they went back west for some reason that we still don't fully understand.
But they're in Vegas right now.
They're spread throughout it's kind of like the NCR.
So do they each have their own Kaiser?
No, there is one Kaiser.
Okay. Well,
there's supposed to only be one Kaiser.
I was going to say, how is he controlling troops somewhere else?
So this is just like the Roman Legion. There was one Caesar. Caesar went with them on their war fronts. And what it was is as they conquered, they'd go, okay, you're a part of us, you're slaves, whatever. And now you're a part of the whole Roman Empire, which means now Roman troops are going to stay behind and be the police force. Whatever Caesar has made as rules as Rome as whole, they follow. You don't need Caesar there. You don't need Kaiser there to be constantly overruling. He made a rule set. He made people in charge. It's just like anywhere else. He can go right on to the front lines, continuing to fight like Caesar always has and always would. And people take care of his empire behind him.
Okay.
The other thing, though, is, but because of all of that, that means the people in Denver have no idea that Kaiser is dead.
I was going to say, but he died. And then his faction split because each one wanted the rule.
And now it's not split.
Because
because both of those two dumbasses died, and Macaulay's like, yo, snatchies, bro, give me a snack while you're at it.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that he just ate the paper.
Motherfucking brazier behind him, he could have just thrown it in the fire.
That was my thought.
Yeah,
directly behind him, I'm pretty sure.
It's hard for me to believe that a whole entire legion of people is following a guy that could just be taken down by one bee.
Yo, if you ever become the leader
of... Did you say taken down by a
Christ. Bee? Damn. It took me off guard. I had to think about it, and then I pictured him in the casket, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
In My Girl.
Poor little Frodo.
In My Girl, he gets killed by a bee.
What the fuck?
He has an allergic reaction to a bee sting, and he dies.
Yeah.
So, and it's one of the saddest things ever. Terrifyingly fucking sad.
Who the fuck does this for a movie?
Yeah.
I remember watching it as a kid and looking at my mom and like, why? Why are we watching this? What the fuck?
And his little girlfriend,
yeah.
Flips the fuck out at the funeral and
yeah.
shit. It's fucking sad as shit. But yeah, so anyway, I just had to throw that in there. I'm glad that you finally, I'm glad it took you a minute to register what I said.
Holy
I knew
shit.
he wouldn't get it.
At least he wasn't shoved off a cliff.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I never did answer your question of when the bombs dropped. The exact date is October 23rd, 2077 at 9:17 a.m.
Yeah.
And they lasted for 2 hours.
I was hoping that the girl that Norm's got would somehow end up being Janie Howard, but or Janie Yeah, Janie Howard, but
Yeah.
it can't be. The timeline doesn't work. So she would have been frozen at like 12, 13, something like that. Maybe 15, 16 at the latest.
I'm looking at Reddit
Do
making
you
their
think
theories.
that when she was frozen, she had a pistol with her?
Janie?
Yeah.
Coulda.
You think Janie's
got a gun?
I got that one. I knew where you were going there. But I'm looking at...
Should we just do puns the rest of
Yeah.
it?
Oh, Jesus. I'm looking at Reddit make their theories on who she could be. Everyone's saying she's Canadian.
Yeah.
My favorite part is someone commented under that and said the only thing that could be worse is if they were from New Jersey.
What if she's Stephanie's secret gay lover? And
That's
they've
a
been
whole lot of weird.
and they've been
were not the
working
right ages
they've
for
been they've been working in secret to destroy Vault-Tec, destroy America because they're Canadian. And the only reason that she's sucking up to Norm is because she knows that he's Hank's son because they share the last name. Because before she got frozen, Stephanie would have told her about Hank. So she recognized the last name. So she's playing along so that he keeps her alive. So then they can attack
I think
each other.
you're on fucking crack and you're stupid. Because
And the
my
whole
first
entire-
part with this, and not that anyone can't change how they feel or whatever the fuck, she has given us zero indication to being gay.
Which one?
Either one.
Well,
But specifically Steph having now 2 husbands, at least 1 child,
yeah.
and one of those husbands was voluntarily on her part. Bert, you can argue that's for the betterment of the vault and keeping humanity going. Hank, she did on her own.
Her mother told her to do what she needed.
Do whatever it took.
A lot
Do
of-
whatever it
it's-
took.
A lot of lesbians.
You're working
giving
at the
extra
Lucky
births.
38 for Robert House, and the best you can do is Hank McClain, that you don't know his enclave or anything up in Vault-Tec besides, oh, hey, he can get me in a vault. You don't think you wouldn't try to fuck the guy that's been running everything in the world?
Nah, cheap date.
No, you go with the underling because you gotta infiltrate at the bottom.
Cheap date.
Yeah,
He was just
you
easy.
you can't fool Dr. House. He's a liar. He's a professional liar.
Yeah.
The one you can fool is the idiot Hank.
Yeah, you go to be like, hey, Dr. House, you want to fuck? And be like, I had my genitals removed years ago.
Yeah.
They're in a jar.
I could
They
fucking
run a
see that.
computer in my basement.
I could see that. I could see it being like, I had no need for
Yeah.
reproduction.
Yeah.
They're in a jar in my basement.
Have you ever heard of pickled eggs, Cooper?
Oh my god. Pickled testicles.
Oh shit! All right, we'll just wait at the end of the 3rd season when they're reunited. Reunited and it feels so good.
So the other thing people are theorizing, which I've seen this from from probably halfway through season 2. Everyone is convinced that obviously Hank didn't die, but everyone was convinced that Hank wasn't going to be the main villain anymore. Because, I mean, he's kind of been our main villain, Lucy's been going after.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. He's been Lucy's main villain.
Yeah, which, I mean, a lot of people view Lucy as just the main character with the ghoul.
Nah, it's Thaddeus. We know.
Thaddeus is my main
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, he was helping children.
But everyone is convinced that Norm is basically going to be the new bad guy for Lucy. That him being up above the vaults without her or her father's guidance or his father's guidance, basically is going to turn him evil. Because he's going to see everything that he was told in the vaults was a lie. Everything that has been done was worthless and useless. He also has now found out through finding the FEV, just the little section he read. He knows that he was lied to his whole life. He even says that when he tried to contact his dad. Why did you lie to us? Why didn't you tell us what was going on? What is going to happen to our vault and to the people we know? He is now questioning everything. So a lot of people think he is going to basically turn on, not necessarily Lucy, but just become a pessimistic asshole.
He's been like 2 inches from death in every fucking scene.
I don't disagree.
I think it makes way
he's
more
just gonna die.
sense for Stephanie to be the new villain.
I think she's our overarching villain. Like our big head villain.
Yeah.
But basically people think not Norm is actually going
It's
to
going to be a Wayne Gretzky super mutant from Canada.
The theory is that Norm is now going to go out trying to kill Lucy or anything. But basically, when Lucy and Norm finally meet up, they're going to be at such a different sides.
Right,
ethically.
kind of like her and Hank.
Yes.
Like while Hank was a villain, he wasn't your prototypical villain. It was more, he saw the world one way and Lucy saw it another, and there was a conflict.
And Norm is now going to have that same
Norm
issue.
is now
He's going to have a third outlook, and it's going to be, I hate roaches.
Yeah.
But also, I'm seeing people, and obviously I'm just looking through the internet at this point, a lot of people actually have kind of went the same route you went, except minus the lover part, because they're not weird. But that Claudia is Enclave, and that Norm is going to basically fall in love with her and agree with her. Like, basically fall down that route.
I think she's just going to use Norm and his naivety to get her where she needs to go. And then when she meets up with Stephanie, there's going to be a passionate kiss. And it'll be weird because they're Canadian. There will be maple syrup involved, but they will maple leaf kiss, and then we'll get
You're so retarded.
we'll get lesbian Fallout. That's the new game. Fallout 5.
Hold on.
Canadian lesbians.
You're acting as if there hasn't been Canadian lesbians before.
Oh, okay. They've been in the game before?
Dude,
I've never played any of them. I don't know.
Fallout
What is it? Fucking...
Fallout is one of the woke pieces of fucking
they
modern
were Scottish.
culture.
I was thinking of...
And I say that in
Tattoo, the band, the two lesbians from the 90s.
I say it with all of the love
I think they were
for
Scottish.
that. But I mean, there's been gays and transsexuals and fucking all sorts of shit throughout this entire show. Fucking mutants falling in love with robots.
Is that what I'm thinking? Am I thinking the right thing?
I think so. Okay. All right. That's fair.
I was like, Canadian lesbians. That's not a good search. I'm not gonna find what I'm looking for.
You're not going to...
No, you're not going to get anything that you're looking for.
Well,
Now I'm kind of interested on what you do get if you Google that.
You can have fun
search
Googling
famous ones, so maybe it'll drive the AI bot in the right direction. Oh, you mean fully clothed ones?
It came up with singer Katie Lang.
There you go.
There you go.
I can't get a fucking answer.
Lesbians on Ecstasy is an electronic music group from Canada. From Canada. Jesus Christ.
So that makes sense then. There's probably more of them than we can fathom.
Yeah, probably. So anyway, now that we've gotten completely off track of what Fallout's really about.
What's it? Fun fact, Janie, chronologically, would be 231 years old at this point.
Correct. But she was 12 in the first episode.
Yes.
But
Well, biologically, she's 12 by the time she's frozen.
she's 12. Okay. All right.
The only reason people make that clarification is because the actress that played her in that first scene with Cooper when the bombs drop was 6.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, and that's the other thing.
So she was 6 when the bombs dropped, but then 12 when she got frozen.
That's what we're assuming.
So there's 6 years between there's 6 years between that first episode and them actually getting frozen.
That's the assumption, because and I don't know how. I've seen many people say it, and
which is weird. That's a long timeline when these guys already had like they already had the plans in place and the technology. Of course, what House said was, hey, they're going to drop the bombs earlier than what they wanted to because you fucked everything up.
Well, we also know from the games, at least from everything we know from the games and then everything we know from this TV show. That's why it's also still up in the air who dropped them. Because no one was prepared. The Enclave, you find out through the games, wasn't even fully prepared for the bombs to be dropped. Like Cheyenne Mountain, in Vault Zero, the calculator, the big nucleus for all of the vaults that controlled everything. They had to shut off half of their backup systems because they just didn't have enough power and didn't have enough time to fully set everything up. So, like, half of their, the creators of the vaults and stuff, which were the people that were sent to Vault Zero, which would be, what is Janie's mother's name? Barb. It'd be her.
Baird.
Yeah,
And all of the
Ex-wife
like
Baird.
you said earlier, all the people around that table. Half of them died because all of the systems that were in place didn't keep them cryogenically frozen, or when they got their brain got put in a jar, it accelerated their basically age. A lot of them ended up with dementia or just full on brain failure.
Do you think Hank would become very agitated and pissed if you constantly called him Henry?
I feel like it.
That's how you fuck with him. You just torture him, stick him in a chair, and call him Henry every now and then.
Well, can we torture him now? Because he's kind of like a fucking robot.
he is kind of a robot.
Yeah.
Henry.
Hey, Henry. Go fuck yourself.
Call him Hanky Spank.
Yeah.
Huh. I know Barb deserved better. Oh, wrong Barb. That's the Barb from Stranger Things. She deserved better.
I think Barb from Letterkenny.
Yeah. She's dead too, isn't she?
Yeah.
Poor Barb.
Poor Barb. You do
Barb's
not
dead.
want to be. If you're
Barb's
casting
fucking toast, man.
If you want to get
searching-
cast in
yeah.
a show, make sure your character's name's not Barb.
He's
You're
searching
fucked.
for a dead body.
So
Janie's gonna be a 90-year-old woman, and his fucking wife Barb's gonna be dead.
Babe.
I'm gonna flip this around to you guys. I don't necessarily fully agree with it, but some
Oh,
people are
shit.
theorizing that it could be Moldaver's child or a mole planted by Moldaver in Vault
She's
Tech.
NCR top dog, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But
She's dead
now.
Yeah, but
now.
the lineage carries on.
Yeah.
But you got to
With her
remember
conspiracy
from the first
theorist
season,
daughter.
we find out from the first season that Moldaver worked for Vault Tech, or worked for a bunch of companies that Vault Tech eventually bought up, but she was the one creating Cold Fusion. So she knew everything Vault Tech was doing. She didn't die until way after the bombs dropped.
Okay.
Which also might give explanation to how the fuck she was alive. That's the one thing. We've seen everyone who's like been pre-war, and now we see them after war 200 years later. We've gotten some explanation. Ghoulification, cryogenically frozen, all of that shit. She's the only one that has no explanation. Where the fuck did she stay?
Right.
She wasn't in Vault Tech, so she wasn't in a vault. Where was she?
Well, she was good at planting herself. Do you think? Okay, so she infiltrated the other vault with Hank in it, right? Do you think that somehow she was able to plant herself on the other side, and she could have been the direct result of why they all turned on each other on the other side?
Oh.
Do you think that maybe she's like, I don't know, because they had been dead for a very long fucking time.
Oh, yeah, the bodies were completely decomposed.
Yeah. My question is they always sent people over, right? They always sent people to the other vault.
They swapped them back and forth.
Right. Well,
33 and 32 would swap between each other, but no one ever went into 31. They just came out of 31.
right. I don't think when they sent people over, they would have walked into a room full of dead bodies.
Right.
So they must have just had a consistent amount of people from 31 coming in. But whatever happened when they sent people out? Do you think they went somewhere in Bud's chamber and fucking got worked on?
Some people think...
Like there's another chamber that we have not fucking seen in those vaults?
I definitely think so, because also, where is Woody? Because you can't shove a human body down a garbage disposal. I don't care how much time you have.
Especially not the biggest fucker in the whole goddamn vault.
And I was going to say also, especially garbage disposal that took so much time and energy and struggled to break glasses. You think it's going to tear up a human femur?
No.
So, I've seen some people theorize that when they get sent to 31, if you remember, Bud had the little fucking syringe on him. It just had cyanide and killed him.
Right.
Other people think that there's a vault of a vat of FEV in 31 somewhere. I doubt that, or we would have seen a super mutant down there by now. But I don't disagree. There has to be some chamber or multiple different sections of these vaults that we have not seen yet and aren't privy to.
There's something. All right. Are we going to continue going all day, or?
Where are we at?
Hour 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I guess we need to end then. Don't we? All right. Thanks for listening to our Fallout discussion. And follow, like, share everything, just like I said at the beginning. And I'm Nick.
I'm Brad.
I'm Levi.
And this has been Pints and Pages.